Hello, so welcome to the second video on arrays. As we can see, an array can have any set of numbers in it stored, and its indices, that the positions of the array, start with 0, not with 1. So the first position, the 0th position, has a number 12. The first position has a number 2. The second position has a number 33. And the last position in this case has a number 8. How did we declare it last time? We said int arr, and in square brackets we gave her the size of the array. How did we initialize it with something? We had given without square bracket int arr without a number here. Square bracket is there but without any number inside, and then equal to followed by curly brace and all the numbers put inside it. How do we change it? We say arr whichever position we want to change. In this case it is position 4. I want to make it 66. Now which number will get changed to 66 in this array? So we have set 4, and fourth position is this one, fourth position. When you start from 0, the fourth position, so this 5 will become 66 in this code. So now let's continue with last time's code. We had done something like this in the previous code, and now our aim is to, let's say, search for a given number. Now how do we search? Let's say we are searching for a number k, and let's say k is 7. Now we are looking for 7 in this array. Is 7 there? Yes, it is there in 0, 1, 2, third position. 7 is in the third position. So we should get the third position as the output. Now if I have to search something, what do I need? I need a for loop. And instead of display, I will call it search. I will search from 0 to 9. But instead of putting a printf, what I really need is a condition. Some condition to check whether that number is found in the code or not. If it is found in the code, I will print found. Okay, I will say found, and if it is not found in the code, I have to say not found. Okay, so we start from the 0th position, keep looking for the number 7. What is the condition I have to put? Should I say I is equal to k? Does that make sense? Now I is the position, not the value of the array. So what we really need to do is not I is equal to k. We have to say arr I, when it is equal to k, say found. Yes. Now let's run this and see what the output is going to be. I'll put a slash n here for a new line. Compile and run. And it says k is not declared. How do we declare k? Just say comma k. So k is declared. Compile and run. And what do we see? The output has shown found. So it has found the answer. Now what if it was not there? So what if we are searching for a number which doesn't exist in the thing? So let's change the value of k to some other number, let's say 99. And 99 is not there in the array. What is the output going to be? So when I compile and run, the word found doesn't come, but it should have said not found. Now the question is, where do we implement not found? Should I put an else statement here? Does it make sense putting an else statement here and putting not found? What will happen if I do this? Now when I do this, the output will be showing too many not founds. It will say in the first position it didn't find, second position it didn't find, third position it didn't find. So it keeps repeating not found, not found, not found, which is not very good coding. Ideally we would like not found to be said once, not throughout. So what happens is, when we are running this code like this else part is happening every time. So ideally this else part should happen only after the for loop. but obviously not with this else. We need to say print found, not found, outside. But we should only say it if the number was not found. But how do we know at the end of the loop that the number was not found? So one way is we could set a flag and say flag is equal to 1. That means we found it. Yeah. And we come outside and we could have put a if statement. If flag is still equal to 0, then printf not found. Are you with me? We have said if we find it, set flag is equal to 1. Now what is flag? We need to declare it. We need to initialize it. Flag will initialize it to 0. We'll need to declare the flag. Now what will happen essentially is whenever in the code a number is found, it will set flag equal to 1. If the number was never found, it comes out and says flag is equal to 0. And then it displays not found. Let us see whether this code is working as we think it should. And we see the output as not found. We will search for a number which already exists. We'll make it back to 7 and see what the output is. And now the output is found in this case and not found in the other case. So let us look at the code one more time so that we understand what's happening. So in the search, there's a for loop. Once the for loop finds it, well and good. If it doesn't find, it comes out. Now one more concept in a loop is we could possibly exit the loop. What is the meaning of exit the loop? Now in this case it will run for 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Even after finding the 7, it will keep continuing it. There's no need to continue anymore. So due to which we have an option to press the break command. And when we write break, after finding it, it will come out of this loop and jump to line number 31. So break will basically take the code from 27 and jump it to line 31. So we will be escaping the program as soon as we find the number. It saves us time. Output is not going to change. We will not realize that it has jumped out. But our program is a bit more efficient and we are able to exit out at the right time. So with that, we finish this class. What we'll do next is we'll convert this program and implement functions within this. And in the next video, we will learn how to convert this code with using functions. Thank you.